Good morning. Today's going to be a much shorter vlog, so I'm just going to jump right into it with some updates and stuff. I've eaten breakfast, which is always great, and my own toaster. It makes toast in the shape of SpongeBob's face. I missed it so much. It's the silly little things. I had to eat because I need to take my meds, and I get to resume all of my normal vitamins and allergy meds today, so that's exciting. My poor liver and kidneys have no idea what's coming, and they've already had a rough week, so we're just jumping right back in. I'm covered in crumbs, damn it. I'll get up, okay? I'll get up. I'm pleased that I've found a balance of laxatives and stool softeners that actually works for me, because I can't strain those muscles at all, but I need to keep everything moving, and I don't need oxy right now, so that's one of the bigger factors that they prescribed me some extreme laxatives. I don't know about extreme, but it's more than I need, that's for sure. I'm not even taking one of them because I just straight up haven't needed it, and if I don't have to add a med to my regimen, I'm not. I have access to it if I need it. I don't. I learned a little bit about my body with everything I went through for my pre-op stuff with taking the Miralax and the Senna multiple times a day. So I'm focusing on those, and I seem to be hitting it perfectly. I'm not having to strain at all, and I'm definitely going. It's just not doing me any harm, which is great. I also heard back from my surgeon that it is correct that I am not prescribed any antibiotics. Y'all, I've done my research on this stuff. That is unheard of. And I'm not saying I don't trust them. I'm just saying I think sorcery may have been involved in my procedure. And I'm okay with it. I don't care. But y'all, that's amazing. So let's put this in perspective. I'm officially 6 days after surgery, and I'm up and about, walking, doing my daily routine more or less. I'm not able to work. Everything still takes work, and I'm sore, and I'm having to think about moving and can't lay on my side yet, which as a side sleeper is just not ideal. But I'm not even taking any antibiotics. I'm not even on major pain meds. It's literally just Tylenol and ibuprofen. Y'all, that's incredible. I cannot tell you how unbelievably unheard of all of that is. So I'm just floored. And, oh, wow. I mean, that hospital was a bad time. But, I did not expect to be this capable after that. I'm in awe, and I'm so happy that I went with these people. It's shocking. And to be blunt, I'm just gonna say it. There are sensations that are feeding to my brain as, ooh, in a good way. And that does not typically happen this early in recovery either. I'm not saying that I think everything's working and I'm fully connected and ready to go. I'm just saying that there's hints that this might be okay soonish, which is, again, really at least uncommon in the world of this particular kind of surgery. And I'm not even a week out. And whew, y'all, I made a solid choice here, and I am so, so, so happy for it. I tend to rub one side of my face, but it's only because I have the camera in the other. I was noticing that a lot when I was editing yesterday. I was like, oh wow, I touched one side of my face a lot more than the other. So right now I'm waiting for my pain meds to kick in because I'm trying to, go nice and easy. Um, and I need to dilate. I'm a little behind on when I wanted to do that, but that's okay. They said as long as it's reasonably spread out and 4 times a day, I'm good. I did actually technically do 4 times a day yesterday, but I didn't do the full time for the first two because it was in the hospital and we didn't want to just sit there staring at each other for 15 minutes. But I did size up in the hospital. There's 4 different sizes, and I don't know how universal this is, but in my dilation kit, there's 4 different sizes, and we started with the smallest one just to show the mechanics of it without hurting anything and all that. They knew I could go bigger, but they're like, let's start you easy. Then based on how that went, they were like, okay, let's size up. Let's not even like do the sizing up thing of like put one in, then switch to the other. Let's just do the thing. And I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. And that was no problem. Then I rode home and I was concerned about like chafing, swelling, kind of like, my body's been through enough just getting home. Let me not push it crazy. So I stuck with the same size, but did the dilation for a solid 15 minutes like I'm supposed to. And that's, to be clear, since people ask me this, that's 15 minutes with it in position, not total. So it's more like 40. You know, you gotta get set up and then get in there without hurting yourself and sit there for 15 minutes, which feels a lot longer when you can't really do much. And then you have to get out without hurting yourself. Again, there's stitches in here, so you got to be careful. And then clean up and everything and put everything away and all that. So grand total, it's like 40 minutes. And I'm sure I'll get that down as I get better at this. But realistically, you're sitting there for 45 minutes. And that's a lot. Anyway, my goal today is to try to size up to the one I'm supposed to be using for the first 6 weeks, which is the third size of 4. And I don't expect to get to the 4th one until, week 6, but frankly, I don't expect to get to the biggest one ever, but they say I can do it and I believe them. So anyway, so I gotta do that today. I gotta do some dilation and all that. I want to get more sleep. I stayed up too late editing my vlog last night. But I'm trying to rest. My body's been through some stuff, so it needs rest. I'm going to try to give it that. But I'm also about to take B12, and my energy level might shoot through the roof because it's been a week since I've taken that. Or no, it's been like 2 weeks. So we'll see what my liver and kidneys have to say about all this, and we'll go from there. Okay, time to get on with my day, y'all. I can get up. I have gotten up a few times to go to the bathroom and stuff, but like it takes so much energy. I'm just like, no, we're gonna lay right here and do everything from here. Got my grabber arm, got everything I need within reach. I've got my roommate helping me with things I can't do, like my thermometer for my bedroom dropped behind this lovely bedside table over here, and I'm not allowed to move anything that's heavier than 10 pounds for at least, I think they said, 6 weeks. And I'm like, oh, okay, I need your help. Like, I don't know what else to do, like stuff like that is stuff I just cannot do right now. Stuff like, oh, I dropped something and can't pick it up. There was an ant that I thought was a spider in here last night, and I'm like, nope, crawly thing in my bedroom on the day of my return home. No, get out. But it was on the floor and I couldn't reach it and I wasn't going to step on it. And so I was like jamming at it with my grabber because it's the only thing I can use, weapons of opportunity when spiders and bugs of other various types appear. So I'm just happy to be home and not being poked and prodded at and getting to heal from that experience in so many ways. I'm really just happy to be here. And recovering really well. So that's a blessing. At this point, honestly, I'm taking the pain meds more to deal with like my general body aches from being stuck in a hospital bed for, almost for 5 days and all the various bruising and all that than I am to do for my like actual surgery. About the worst is when a stitch will catch in my pad, which is Yosa. But we're managing. We're doing good. Oh, actually, I need to take that nerve one too. It's every 8 hours, not twice a day. Ugh. There's so much. I'm trying. I'm keeping on top of it. Having it managed while you're in the hospital is definitely the only way, though, because like I couldn't keep up with that stuff. Like I did, and I had to correct them at times. But yeah, so I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm gonna take that now. Okay, later, y'all. Hey, y'all. I was a bit optimistic about sizing up the dilator this morning. Um, we're gonna have to do that later, but that's okay. This is me listening to my body and what it can handle and doing what it needs to do. So I was douching after my first dilation, as I am required to do medically, and while I was getting all set up in my shower, not showering, just standing in the shower because I didn't want to it's the easiest option to clean up. Let's leave it that way. I got a call on my watch from some health insurance provider that isn't the one I use saying, "Welcome to the plan." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I don't use your insurance. I don't know what you're talking about." And she's like, "Oh, it's your state of New York State of Health, like your Medicaid coverage." I'm like, "I don't have or need Medicaid coverage. I have my own insurance through my employer. Like I needed it during the pandemic 2 years ago when I was unemployed, but I seriously, I don't need this." I'm standing there with like a syringe full of saline ready to go. My finger was occupied. It's a long story. Anyway, so she's like, "You're gonna have to talk to your State Department of Health." I just I'm like, I know, but thank you. Like, sorry, like, okay. So I wrap up in the bathroom and I hobble over to my office and grab the paperwork for New York State Department of Health because I still have it because I'm organized. And I call them for now the third time to tell them, "I really don't need this. Please stop using my tax dollars to pay insurance companies for insurance I don't need or want." Like, come on. And she, like, once she realized I wasn't, a jerk or, moron, she was like, "Okay, I'm going to take care of you." And I'm like, "Yeah, please do." Because, like, I'm recovering from surgery. I clearly have health insurance. I hope. But, she's like, oh, okay. Let's get this taken care of so you can get back to, like, I'm like, "Please, thank you." She was sweet and she put all kinds of flags and notes in there. But the problem is I've done this twice already. And this is the third time I'm doing it. And I don't understand why I'm still doing this. Like, I get it. There's a federal mandate that they explained it to me. There's a federal mandate that's like, "Oh yeah, if someone has health insurance because of being laid off due to COVID, you can't cancel it on them." And that's good. I really want people to have access to the healthcare they need. But I do. And it's not this. And like, you're wasting time, money, and resources on like someone who doesn't need it. And it just doesn't make sense. Please stop. Please leave me alone. I'm just really glad that like I have the ability to deal with this right now. Like, it interrupted my day. It kept me from napping, frankly. Rest and recovery and all that. But I had the ability to deal with it. I'm really happy that I'm not like super high on OxyContin or something. I do have it, but I don't need it, thankfully. So I need to shower. I think that'll help me feel much better about myself. Especially since I'm pretty sure that I popped a stitch while wiping when going to the bathroom. And that's very normal. There's a small amount of blood, like paper cut level of blood. And that's, not like the spotting that I'm getting elsewhere, but like actual blood. I'm wearing a pad. That's what they're for. And until there's much more blood, I really don't need to contact them, basically. So, like, that's how I interpreted their instructions. And I'm like, okay, we're good. We're gonna just keep everything clean, especially there. Like that's a very important spot to keep clean. I need to shower every day anyway, so I'm going to take care of that and like get it even more clean than I did before I called it a day with that one. And that's what we're doing. And stuff like that happens, and it's a little scary because you're like, oh no, do I have to go back? Is this an emergency? Like, is this bad? And I'm like, nope, this is okay. This is what they told me would happen. Like, these are dissolvable stitches, you know, like, this happens, and even if it's not okay, we can deal with it at my follow-up later this week or next week. I don't even know what day it is right now. I think it's Wednesday. Oh, that's right, I have D&D tonight. That'll be good. Missed that group. I didn't miss last week. Like, we had a normal D&D session, but, you know, it's going to be nice to talk to people again that I know instead of random nurses that I don't know in, like, really intimate ways. Yeah, so, you know, just getting through my day, getting hungry again. I might do lunch soon. And by do lunch, I mean have my roommate heat up some of my stuff. So, that I cooked before all this. That sounds pretty good. I'm kind of tempted to just do takeout all the time, but that's not a sustainable model. Yeah, I'm gonna size up later, try again, you know, see how my body reacts and listen to myself and try to take care of myself and do it right. You know, I want to not hurt myself. It's following the instructions, keeping up with my meds, which are due in an hour. So, yeah, you know, just I'm staying on top of things. I'm feeling good. You know, I'm capable of doing a lot, which is really nice. I can't bend down. Every time something like, I can't lift anything more than 10 pounds even if I don't bend down, so I need to not do that. But, like, you know, it's tricky because, like, you don't have an intuitive sense for what 10 pounds feels like, you know? It's tricky. So I'm working on that. I struggle to ask for help in the first place, much less accept it. And I'm having to do that a lot, and that's okay. I need the practice. But it was nice to open the windows and just lay here and be nice and cool and free. I'm wearing a pad, but, like, you know, as free as I can be. It's just nice, you know. It's better than a hospital for sure. Okay. Later, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Hi.
I've showered, dilated twice. It's been a couple of hours. I've decided to stagger my Tylenol and Motrin such that there are no gaps in my medications because every 6 hours I'm like just so tired and just in pain. Just like it doesn't hurt. It's just aching. Just everything aches. And it's terrible. And I don't want to do that anymore. And this hand still sucks, but it is improving. I can go further back than I could before. I'm just so tired. Everything takes so much work. Every single thing. I just, like, every time I have to get up to pee, I'm like, okay, this is like a process. What else do I need to do when I'm up? I've also got this one stitch on my labia that's poking straight out from my skin. And, like, it likes to catch on my underwear, which they have me wearing the, like, maternity ones that have, like, breathability with, like, holes in it. So it just gets caught in the holes. And every time I move, it, like, yanks on it. Just, or worse, it gets stuck in my pad. I'm tempted to trim it, but I'm afraid that if I do that, they won't be able to take it out as easily because I don't know what their technique is for doing that. And I'm, like, only a few days away from seeing them again anyway. And I'm just like, you tell me. I'm trying slowly to size up to the green dilator, which is the third one in the bag in terms of scale going up, 4 being the largest. They're all the same length, but they're different widths. So that's the one I'm supposed to be using for 1 to 6 weeks out. And I tried, y'all. I really tried. I got the blue one, and I was like, okay, we'll let that sit for 5 minutes, and then we'll swap to the green, which is what you're supposed to do. I got like a little bit in, and then the rest was just not going to happen without pain, and again, it's a very cerebral process, because if your head is in the wrong place, you'll just never get the, like, muscles to cooperate. And you need them to cooperate, or it's not going to happen. So, I'm trying, y'all.
Yeah, you're trying.
And I'm making progress. Can you tell I'm tired?
Yeah.
I've also decided that I'm going to stop doing daily vlogs for this, because not much really changes day to day. I kept doing it today because this is my first full day at home. But, you know, from here out, I'm just going to do it on days when I actually have appointments and stuff, and major updates and those sorts of things. But it'll be nice to kind of close this out. It'll also help me sleep.
Yeah.
Which I definitely need more of.
Yeah, you do.
But I also got to play some Mario Kart today. That was a nice little change for me.
Yeah.
I watched all the shows that I could have watched while I was in the hospital, but didn't. I've got to play D&D in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta get food together. We gotta figure out what you're doing for food. You brought food.
Yeah, we gotta figure out what you're doing for food.
I know what I'm doing for food. It's rice and beans.
Okay.
Good luck finding it. It's in the freezer somewhere.
Somewhere.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited for food and social interaction. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Plus, they've all been like asking after me and everything. They're good people. They know what I was going through. No, they don't, but they knew that I was going through surgery. Like I could just keep saying everything around surgery is the hard part, and I did not really expect that. Like, my arms are just so freaking tired because I'm shifting over to those muscles for doing a lot of the work that I would normally do with my legs, and it's precisely just to avoid pain. Like, every time I move, it's like, oof, okay. Okay, we're good. But that extra, like, pause and having to think about everything and how you move and everything, my flexibility is absolutely improving. Like, I was able to sit, I don't know the appropriate term for this. I'll just say cross-legged in the bed today, which is pretty impressive. And it helped relieve some pressure, so that was nice. I'm never sure if I should use the waffle cone in my bed. I have like a 3-inch foam cushion under me across the entire mattress. And I'm sitting here like, is that good enough? Or should I also be sitting on the waffle cushion? So I think I'm going to try it at some point and just see what happens. I don't know. Everything I do takes so much work.
Yeah. So much thinking.
I can't imagine going back to work like this. Like, my mind is fine. Like, I'm not taking any major, impairing drugs or anything. But, like, and for my job, that might be enough. But it's all the incidental stuff. Like, yeah, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Oh, that reminds me, you gotta bring more toilet paper up. Weirdly, I've increased my usage since I'm no longer able to use my bidet and have to clean up every time I pee because it runs down my back of my,
Yeah.
I'm still figuring that out. I can't even tell if it's a swelling thing or if I'm just doing the angles wrong or if it's not even possible for me to do the angle right now because I can't even put my legs fully together when I sit.
Yeah.
So it could be any of those things. I'm working on it. I'm just making do with what I've got and being thankful that I shower every day. My skin, on the other hand, not so thankful.
Yeah.
After being in the hospital and not moisturizing my face except for one time after I shaved it, showering every day is going to wreck my face.
Yeah, and your skin is really mad at you.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to keep up with my moisturizers and stuff more than I normally do because I know that this is a stressful time for my skin. But I'm also back on all my vitamins today, so I'm hoping everything kind of balances out. I'm not picking up my head. I'm done. I don't care what I look like anymore. Okay. Later, y'all.
Later.
Can we just sleep? I want to sleep.
Okay.
Teresa's gone home for the night, and I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I fell asleep on her. We were watching a show together, and I totally fell asleep through a couple of episodes. I got up to do my meds and stuff. She was good. She reminded me and stuff. So it's just so draining. So a weird thing is happening. I find myself talking to my genitals, which I've never not done now that I think about it, but the tone has shifted a lot from like mean, loathing kind of self-talk to more like pep talk. Like, come on, girl, you got this. Like, I don't know. It's strange. My relationship with this part of my body has changed almost as radically as the configuration of these parts themselves. And it's kind of mind-blowing to me that this is sourced from the same material, if that makes sense. Like, it's all the same stuff in a different radically different configuration. And it's all me, therefore, And it makes sense. All the natal parts are, constructed from the same source materials. Like, they're all still there. It's just a configuration. But, like, it's just strange, knowing that this is me in a very literal sense, I don't know. I'm happy with, obviously, the shift in our relationship. But, it's just a thing I wanted to document because it's remarkable how differently I talk to and about myself, I can tell that a lot of the problems I'm having are things being swollen and stitches being in the way. And I think once those things are gone, I'll be really comfortable, And it's going to take some time. I don't expect these stitches to get taken out next week. I have to go to a follow-up on Monday, and that's probably the next time I'll post a vlog because, it's we're coming up on a week, and things are slowing down. There's a lot less rapid developments. I wanted to make sure I captured, the first full day home. I'm still ironing out bits of my routine, how to have people help me with things and stuff. Like, still getting there, still working that out. And I'm still, like, adjusting my med schedule and stuff to find what works for me within within the parameters I'm given. Stuff like, oh yeah, take this every 6 hours. Okay, well, the same 6 hours as the other med that takes every 6 hours? Like, I'm trying to find balance and function in that. Yeah, I'm getting there. It was nice playing D&D too. I'm glad I did that. It's a nice non-physical activity, which is strange, but we do it all virtually. We all started in person together in the same town, and now we've all moved all across the country and everything. It's kind of interesting, I kind of like keeping those relationships going. They were all asking, of course, like, I can give you gory details if you want. A bunch of them are watching these videos, so I'm sure they know I'm talking about them. They're good people. I'm happy we're all friends. Okay. I'm gonna edit this and get ready for bed, and I have to do one more dilation, so I'll take care of that. So, until Monday, I think. Unless things radically change. Like, I think we're in the glacial phase of things changing now. I'm tired. Incremental steps, like going from being able to not shower, not being able to shower on my own to being able to shower on my own. Things like, I can get up with less groaning now. I'm making progress. So. Okay. Good night, everybody.